Ryan, I've got a list here of 15 minimalist home goods that add value to my life.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm wondering if they add value to your life. And if you're watching this on the live stream, patrons, let us know if you think these are minimalist items or maybe I have too much. Now, here's the caveat. I own more than 15 things. At least 19 things.
But only 15 of them add value to your life.
These are 15 things that certainly add value to my life. I wrote down here, I think people are going to be surprised by number 5 and number 15.
Number 5 and 15 will shock you.
That's right. They shocked me as I was writing them down. I want to be clear, though. There's no sponsorship here. We don't do any ads on our YouTube channel. We don't do any ads on our podcast. These are not recommendations either. I'm not saying that you should own these. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, I don't own much. And that's because fewer things really helps me stay calm. My physical space is a reflection of my internal space. Mm-hmm. And so if I have a calm exterior, it helps calm my interior. So when I own something as a minimalist, it must add value to my life. I'm constantly asking that question. Does this add value to my life? Mm-hmm. And the truth is that something that adds value to my life today may not add value to my life tomorrow. And if that's the case, then I'm always willing to let it go. I will say this. All 15 of these things, they enhance my life. But none of them make me complete, Ryan. I'm prepared to walk away from any of these things at any time if they ever stop adding value. In fact, I'm going to talk about a story in a moment. I'm prepared to walk away from all of my furniture. I'll talk about that here shortly, Ryan, because this curveball was thrown at me recently. I want to get your thoughts on it. I'm flattered by it, but also a little freaked out by it. Okay. We'll get to that in a moment. I'll say some of these items are essential. In our minimalist rulebook, Ryan, theminimalists.com/rulebook, we have these 16 rules for living with less. One of them is called the no junk rule. Everything you own fits in one of 3 piles. It's either essential, it's non-essential but value-adding, or it's junk. Those are the non-essentials that don't add any value. They simply get in the way. I don't own any junk. Okay? And I make sure of it that if something does become junk, then I get rid of it. Another rule, the 90-90 rule. Have I used this in the last 90 days? If not, am I going to use it in the next 90 days? If not, it's probably junk and I'm going to let it go. And so all of these items are either essential or non-essential. And the non-essentials still add value to my life. I would say 2 of them are definitely essential. Number 4 and number 11 on this list are essentials for me. But even essential is perspectival. Something that is essential to me may not be essential to you. And vice versa. But all of these add value to my life. Jordan, as we're going through this on the video, if you could put sort of over my left shoulder here, I put a link of each one, a picture of each of these items in here. We'll put a picture on the video version so you can see each of these items that I own. Ryan, I want to see how many of these add value to your life, or maybe how many of these things do you own? Number 1 is my Sleep Master sleep mask. That one is almost essential for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I travel with it. I see both Seans nodding their heads right now.
Yeah.
And the sleep...
I was going to say, Josh.
This is podcast Sean here.
Yeah. I am one that, prior to you and I talking about it, I always thought that was a frou-frou thing. Like the sleep mask. I thought, that's what women do to keep their delicate features.
Yes.
And then...
That's so funny.
After you and I talked about it, I tried it. After I bought mine... That's the best sleep I've ever had in my life when I wear that thing.
What?
Yeah.
It's significantly different if I don't wear it.
Alabama, do you use a sleep mask?
Hell no. I toss and turn a lot. They don't stay on my face, so I gave up.
Will.
Yeah, it does.
Here's what I'll say about the Sleep Master sleep mask is as soon as I started using it, I started traveling with it. I use it every night. Bex's sleep improved. In fact, several of the things on this list are sleep related. I see other Sean here.
I have 3 of those Sleep Master sleep
You
masks.
do not.
One lives under my pillow, one in my carry-on bag, and then one in my backpack.
Wow.
Just in case I end up sleeping.
Just in case. The 3 most dangerous words. You know, I've actually, this is going to sound even more maximalist, but like I've considered getting like more than 3 of them because what I stopped wearing mine because I get styes in my eye and it's because of the sleep mask. Like that's what I have narrowed it down to. So I can wear it 1 or 2 nights in a row, but after that second night, that third night, like it's dirty enough to wear it. So I was thinking about getting a few of them. So, you know, like with underwear. Yeah, exactly. Like, you've got to have a few pair because you can't always have one pair of underwear clean. Anyway, so yeah, so 3, that's not bad at all.
All right, guys, we can't keep interjecting. I'm going to get through this whole list here. I will say that the sleep mask is essential for sleeping for me. It helps my sleep significantly. We'll put a link to all of these items in the show notes if you want to check them out on the private podcast. Number 2, Jordan will put a picture here of the earpiece earplugs. Are these the same earplugs that you use?
No, man. I would be interested to see.
They're great.
The ones that you're using.
Earpiece, P-E-A-C-E, like, peace.
Yeah.
But they're earpiece earplugs. And as soon as Beck started using them, she recognized, like, and people like drummers and stuff use these. There's varying degrees of sensitivities. You can block out virtually all of the hearing. Podcast, Sean, I think you might use those at this point now, or maybe your wife.
Yeah, after my wife especially, like, I tend to snore a lot. And it drives her insane. So between the Sleep mask, which she uses now as well, and uses those, I don't bother her at all.
I have no affiliation to either of these companies, by the way. And again, they may not add value to your life. Here's an item that my wife owns that I benefit from. It is the Marpac Dome Classic original white noise machine. So sleeping at night, she turns on this white noise machine. Yeah. It has this little fan in it, basically. And it's the best white noise machines from all the reviews I've seen. And she uses that every night. And it just creates this calm white noise environment that sort of helps promote sleep.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list, I have a sort of cheap mattress. It's a extra firm mattress because I had a bad back for a long time. And so I found this Beauty Rest mattress, which if you're watching the video, it's right here somewhere, Jordan. And that mattress, what I learned from it, I bought it. I just checked the price on it recently. I think it's $699. When I bought it back in Montana, it was $400. And that mattress has been amazing for me. Wow. But I know for other people, it would be terrible. It'd be way too far. Other people lay on it and they're like, what is this rock that I'm laying on? But for me, it really helped with my back pain before I found Egoscue therapy and really fixed my back problems. Number 6, Ryan. Oh, by the way, I got one more bonus sleep item at the very end. This isn't part of my 15. I got an extra bonus sleep item, which is my favorite sleep item out of all of them. So I'll talk about that at the end. But number 6, perfect pull-up bar.
Yeah.
It's like $30-$40, but it is the best $30 I've ever spent.
Is that the one that drills into the door frame?
It does drill into the door frame. And so every time...
It's a good one.
I put it right over my bathroom. Every time I go to the bathroom, I just bust out 10 pull-ups really quickly. Yeah. And I go to the bathroom a lot. So every day is like 70, 80 pull-ups.
You and Mariah both.
She does 80 pull-ups a day?
At least.
The pull-up bar, because it's these simple habits. And before, I used to need some sort of amazing trigger in order to do pull-ups. You have to go to the gym and lace up your shoes, and you have to have the right workout shorts on. And now it doesn't matter. I can be butt naked and just walk right in the bathroom, and I'm doing pull-ups. Thankfully, no one's around seeing me doing naked pull-ups. Number 7.
Only your OnlyFans. Your OnlyFans members get to see that.
Oh, yeah, we should film that.
Number 7.
Number 7 is a plain white dining table from Herman Miller. A lot of our studio furniture is from Herman Miller. They make really solid furniture that lasts a long time, and it's relatively inexpensive. This one was a few $100s, and I think it'll probably last me the rest of my life, as opposed to buying something from IKEA that will break down after 3 or 5 years. So it costs more up front, but probably costs way less in the long run. Yeah. It's just a real simple white dining table from Herman Miller. And that adds immense value to my life because I'm sitting at that table every single day eating meals, but also I prefer often to write at the dining table. If I'm writing something creative, I don't know why that is. If I'm getting regular work done, I can go to office or whatever. But when I'm doing creative writing, I think because for many years, that's where I started doing it. I associate the dining table with creative writing. And so having a nice table that isn't from IKEA or somewhere cheap really worked well for me. Oh, I missed number 4, number 5 here. We'll just put it back here. I have a cheap but minimalist bed frame from Amazon. And so I do have a thing from Amazon. I generally don't buy things from Amazon if I can buy them locally first, but I bought a relatively inexpensive bed frame. Yeah. Cool. It's just a simple slatted bed frame. It was like $110 from Amazon.
Mariah and I have it's the adjustable.
Oh yeah.
Bed frames. Those are
Tempur-Pedic.
I am so old, man. Like we are old because we talk a lot about how to get good sleep. And I remember, when I was a teenager, I got good sleep regardless. I used to sleep on your floor all the time.
Yes.
In the cabin in Lebanon. And now, like every time I go camping, I always swear, I'm like, I'm never going to go camping again because I wake up with such bad back pain. But that adjustable frame, and then, add the mattress to that, like it really helps me get some really awesome sleep and very minimal back pain. But yeah, it's, and this is how I know I'm old too. Mariah and I, we have, it's 2 twin beds that go together. So technically we sleep in separate beds. We just push them together.
You're like a 50s couple on TV.
Exactly.
Wow. And so what's nice about this, and this was this was number 5. I said, I think this would shock some folks because I'm shocked that I would even buy a bed frame from Amazon, but I had someone recommend this one to me and they're like, it's great. You've got to check it out. And then I stayed at Airbnb and they had the same exact one. And I slept in the bed and I'm like, oh yeah, this works really well. And not only does it look nice, but it's really simple. And so, yeah, I have a inexpensive bed frame that works well for us. And I know I didn't buy it locally, although I buy most things locally. It's the one thing on this list that I bought from Amazon. Oh no, there are 2 things. I think the perfect pull-up, I either bought straight from the company or from Amazon.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 8. Probably.
Wait, what was number 5?
The bed
frame was number 5. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We did 6 and 7 already. I'd backtrack to number 5. Number 8 is probably the most expensive thing that I own in my house is my couch. And it's from Beau Concept, and it's called the Carmo couch. It's in beige. I put a picture of it right here for Jordan. And what I'll say is this couch that I bought is... I realized, Ryan, when we were on tour in 2014, we didn't own a couch when you and I lived together.
Right.
At all.
Right.
And as we were touring, we stayed at a lot of Airbnbs, and I realized, I miss having a couch and a living room in which to congregate with friends and family when we are meeting. And it was the one thing that I missed. And I recognized we're on tour. I'm getting value from this. I don't want to deprive myself of it. And so buying the couch that I want for the rest of my life took a lot of figuring out.
I have a couch that's like, it wasn't that much. Like it was, I don't know, it was $900 or something. But because of our cat, like I refuse to spend any more money on a couch. God love Mac. Love him so much. But man, he loves to claw at the couch. Like we have to put like a cover over it.
Yeah.
So, that's a purchase that I won't be making, for at least 5 years. But I do admire a good couch.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rather firm couch. I enjoy sitting on it. I enjoy spending time with my wife on the couch. Like, enjoy reading on it. It's multi-function. I just like being on that couch. It really does add value to me and to our space. Number 8 on the list is, this is number 9 actually, the bookcases. People always ask about my bookcases because they've seen the home tour or whatever. It's called the Tall Story bookcase. It's from Design Within Reach. They're relatively inexpensive, but they stack 40 to 60 books on them, and they kind of look like a piece of art because the books vary in color and it adds some variety to the space. Number 10, Ryan, I have 2 paintings from Beulah. Beulah helped design this studio space that we're in, but she also did 2 paintings for my daughter Ella. And so in her bedroom, she has these 2 pieces of artwork from Beulah that are just beautiful. When we were moving, Ella asked, I don't want to keep all my toys, but can I please keep these paintings from Beulah? And I'm like, Ella, we're not going to make you get rid of anything. Except all your toys.
That's right.
You're 9 now. Grow up already.
That's cool. She's that young and can appreciate art. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Number 11 on the list. To me, this is truly essential for me. It is the Brio Prism Reverse Osmosis Tankless Water Filtration System. It's an under-the-counter filtration system. for drinking water.
Yeah.
If you go to ewg.org/tapwater, let's put a link to that in the show notes. You can see all of the horrible toxins that are in your drinking water.
I don't know if I'm grateful for you introducing me to this website or not, because it's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It is terrifying.
And as soon as you figure that out, you'll find ways to filter your water. Now, Ryan, you use a Berkey filter.
Yeah.
And the reason I use reverse osmosis is Berkey doesn't get out enough of the things for me, for my preference. And reverse osmosis is also more aesthetically pleasing. You have to have someone come out to actually install it. Although you can do a countertop one as well. So there's a countertop option. Although in my last apartment, I had a plumber come out and install it under the sink there as well, because I wanted access to clean drinking water every time I wanted water. And I didn't want to just drink straight from the tap. And that was the most cost effective. That way you're not buying these giant 5-gallon, like we have them at the studio here because we don't have a water source here in the studio. But I didn't want at home to constantly buying these 5-gallon glass bottles. I wanted to filter out the toxins from the drinking water. So to me, that of everything on this list, that is that and my mattress, the two most essential things in my home.
Yeah.
Number 12 and 13 go together. We finally upgraded, Ryan, after our kettle died, to the Fellow kettle.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mine has not died yet.
I finally feel complete.
Right.
No, my kitchen, kidding, obviously, but my kitchen has nothing on the counters except a really beautiful grinder and a really beautiful kettle. Both are from the company Fellow. Again, no affiliation with them. They just look like pieces of art. And everything else we put into the cabinets. There is a storage space for everything. So we have nothing else on our counters except two very beautiful appliances. Number 14 on the list is the iAdapt HEPA UV air purifier. Now, this served an even greater purpose in Los Angeles. We have one that's right behind you. You can't see it on camera, but we have one in the studio. We have one in the writer's room downstairs. I have two of these at home to filter out any of the toxins that we breathe in. I could certainly make a case for this being essential in our toxin-ridden environment.
Yeah.
Especially if we're living in a big city. The pollutants that enter our homes, but also just the air in our homes that is constantly being cycled. If we're not leaving our windows open, it can be toxic. Finally, Ryan, number 15. This is the one you were all waiting for. It's the Elchum Professional Salon Ceramic Hair Dryer. I have a salon grade. I mean, clearly, if you're watching the video version, a salon grade hair dryer. I know what you're thinking. That's not very minimalist of you, and I would agree. The more minimalist route would be to look like Jordan or New Sean over here, but I just don't have the head for it. I shaved my head once. I saw a picture of the back of my head. It looked like a picture of the moon.
Hey, the moon's beautiful. Oh, it's funny, man. Yeah, I have a hair dryer. I hardly ever use it though. I use it when I'm in a pinch and I gotta like dry my hair real quickly. Usually I just let it air dry. But yeah, I've got like the one that actually the one you used to have, the one you introduced me to with the retractable cord and it folds and
the travel one.
Yeah.
Finally, Ryan, I got a bonus item for you.
What's that?
The bonus item is we had Clint Ober on the podcast a month or so ago. I have a grounding mat for my bed.
I was wondering if you were going to, bring those up.
Now, everyone in here sleeps on a grounding mat except for maybe New Sean. He hasn't gotten one yet. But the fine folks over at earthing.com, they never gave me mine. I paid for mine, just to be clear.
Yeah.
But they gave everyone on our team a grounding mat to sleep on. And I can tell you that everyone in here has said something positive about the way that has improved their sleep. Danny was actually talking to me this morning about, he's like, did you start having more dreams?
More vivid dreams?
Yeah. And the truth is that if it balances out your sleep, maybe you weren't getting enough REM sleep. That's the sleep in which you dream more. Maybe you weren't getting enough REM sleep. And this has helped balance out your sleep. It's helped my sleep immensely. My wife, it's helped her sleep significantly. It's helped her nervous system as well. And so being grounded at night on a grounding mat from earthing.com, here's a picture of one right here. Again, no affiliation. I don't get any money for telling you that. I can just tell you that it is truly essential for me now. Whenever I travel, I bring that grounding mat with me.
Yeah.
Those are 15 minimalist home goods that add value to my life. Did you enjoy this standalone Patreon highlight? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalist Private Podcast, available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists or click the link in the description. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.